On November 9, 1938, the Nazis unleashed the Kristallnacht pogroms upon the German Jewish community. Hiding in their attic, 1-year-old Joe Lewinson's mother cupped a hand over his mouth to keep his cries from alerting the Nazis laying waste to the family store just below. Lewinson's father was sent to the Buchenwald concentration camp, but several weeks later, his mother was able to negotiate his father's release on the condition that the family leave Germany. Allowed to take just $10 and 2 suitcases, the Lewinson family left for the only place they could go, Japanese-occupied Shanghai. They never heard from the relatives that stayed in Germany again. For the next 8 years, Lewinson and his family shared a one-room space with 3 other refugee families in Shanghai. Lewinson received no schooling and would regularly be told to play hide-and-seek whenever air raid sirens marked the approach of American bombers, a near-daily occurrence by 1945. In 1947, Lewinson and his family joined distant relatives in Santiago, Chile. There, Lewinson first attended school, but struggled to learn to read and write due to not knowing Spanish. 2 years later, Lewinson and his family were able to immigrate to the US. Arriving in Seattle, Lewinson was immediately placed in 5th grade despite not knowing English and not having access to ESL classes. As a result, Lewinson continued to struggle greatly in school. He was admitted to the University of Washington, but decided to drop out and join the Army. But after completing his service, Lewinson returned to the University of Washington with renewed determination. He went on to complete his bachelor's and master's and taught history and German at Lake Washington High School and Redmond High School for 35 years. As a student in the Seattle School District, Lewinson learned very little about the Holocaust, so when he started teaching history, he decided to create a curriculum for Holocaust education with help from the UW Humanities Center. Lewinson married his wife Janet in 1965, and they now have 2 sons and several grandchildren. Lewinson encapsulates his story with a quote from his mother: "It is what it is, and you have to do the best that you can." Joe Lewinson's journey is one of incredible perseverance and tenacity. After starting a new life on 4 continents by the time he was 12 years old, Lewinson not only overcame his years of struggle in school, but became a teacher himself, working to preserve the memory of those who perished in the Holocaust for future generations. His life inspires those of us with far more fortunate childhoods to make the most out of our own lives.